Hi everyone, this is Sheila and welcome to my Stretch Body Awareness class. Today we're going to start standing up and we have our feet right underneath our hips. We're going to reach our arm up, so we're going to reach up and lift and lift and lift. Bring your arm behind, keeping the hips front, swing and swing and swing and swing. Arm up. Let's reach the other one and reach and up and lift. Swing it behind and behind and behind and behind. Let's have both of them up there. So we're going to reach, lift and change, reach way up there. Reach, two more, up and lift and reach and stretch. And stretch, drop it down and around and down and around. Two more, down and around and down and around. Other side, reach and out and stretch. Keep going, drop it down and around and down. Two more, down and around and down. Bring the arm up. And stretch diagonal and reach and out, out, keep going, stretch and reach and out, directly side out and ribs work, stretch, stretch, this time arm up and around and up and around, two more, lift and around and up, other side and go out and stretch and reach it, out, lift, up and around and lift and around. Two more, lift, stretch it across, good, up, other arm up and raise out and reach and way out, stretch, keep going, push and out and reach and out, center, bend, arms come up and bend, all the way up and bend, lift it up and bend, lift it up. We're going to go flat over from the hips, all the way down, reach and hold it. You can hold or pulse with me. 1 and 2 and 3. Keep going. 4 more, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Now we're going to bend the knees, keeping the arms reaching out. And stretch up, which gets us a little bit more into the hamstring stretch. Bend the knees. And stretch out, holding on to the abdominals. 2 more. Bend the knees, inhaling. Arms are still working. Stretch out. Good. Bend the knees. Breathe. And stretch out. Now we're going to bend the knees and drop our whole body down, hanging from the hips there. Shake that head out. No. Shake the head, yes. Shake the head, no. Shake the head, yes. And now let's roll up through the body, all the way up. Let the arms come up, a long spine. We're getting a little stretch in that spine. Arms up, and now curve down again. Arms go out to the side, so we're rolling through the spine here. We're not in a flat back. Going as far down as you can, and then bend the knees and just hang. This time, let's shake our shoulders out and then shake the heads out. And rolling up through the spine, allow the hands to drape up through the body, rolling up, feeling more into that spine, maybe opening up some places that you did the first set through. And then arms open, we're going to roll back down. Really feeling the head drop, the upper body drop, going through, passing through the lower back, and into the fold in the hips with the heads down. Good. This time, let's shake our hips out a little bit. You may find that you can get a little farther over with the bodies. And from this position, we're going to straighten the legs. So breathing in. Exhale, straighten the legs up. Heads go down, increasing the stretch in hamstrings. Again, bend. Inhale. Exhale. And stretch up. Head goes down. 2 more. Bend, inhale. Exhale. Stretching the hips up, heads go down. And last time, bend, inhale.
Exhale, press the hips up, heads go down. Let's add a little more weight here. So we're putting a little more stretch into the hamstring by putting your elbows bent and hands go into the crook of the elbows and heads go down into that space you created, like a picture frame. With a slight bent knee, so you feel the fold in the hips there, we're going to swing the body over to one side and swing to the other side, almost like a bell. Just to feel a little bit more of a stretch in the lower part of the spine, but it's going on the sides there. You'll notice as you go to one side, the other side will feel a stretch in that back. Here's the last set. And over. Good. Come down. Let's drop the hands down. Let's reach the arms out and
make our head come up. So we're arching up as we reach the arms up. Good. And release. Let's start with the shoulder. So we're going to go forward, up, back, and down. Forward, lift, back, and down. Two more. Forward, lift, back, and down. Forward, lift, back. Other side. Go in front. Up, back, and down. And forward, lift, back. Two more. And breathing. Lift, back, and down. Last set. Lift, back. Other side. Reverse it. Back, lift, front, and down. Back, lift, front, and down. Two more. Back, lift, front, down. Last set. Lift, up. Other side. Reach it back. Lift, front, and down. Stretching out through the shoulder. Front and down. Two more. Back, lift, front, and down. And back, lift, front, and down. Hands right on the hips. We're going to bend the knees, stick our butts up, and arch down through the body. So we're going all the way down through that spine, drop the heads down, and then we're going to roll back up, getting into that lower back, holding onto the abdominals, rolling through the spine. You might feel that in your neck. And lift again, arching down, bending the knees, sliding over. Letting everything loosen up here. Head drops, shoulders are down as you roll up, engaging the abdominals. We have two more of these as your legs straighten. Come up, bend the knees, arch. Really opening up that spine. Trying to make more articulation in the vertebra. Drop the head down, rolling up through the spine. Good. It's a big undulation. We have one more. And arching down. Breathe. All the way. Good. Feel the body start to loosen up. Heads down. And rolling up through the spine. Good. All the way up. Excellent. Let's go into the rib cage. And we're going to press the ribs forward and back. Now, we've done this before, and you know the back action is a little bit harder, more challenging to do. And forward and back. Good. And forward and back. Now we're going to make semicircles. Front, over to the right, to the side, and then around to the back, and then come straight forward. And then around to that right side. We have two more of these. And push through, and over to the right. Good, to the back. And pushing through, and circling around to the back. And now we're going to push through and go over to your left, all the way this first time. Be nice and gentle. And front and around. Good. To the back. Two more. And front. Circling around. To the back. Excellent. And front. Circling around. To the back. And neutral. Bend the knees, and let's repeat that with our hips. So we're pushing the hips forward. And then back. And forward. And back. Knees are bent. Forward. And back. And forward. And back. Let's take those semicircles. Front, around to your right. Keep the knees bent. You're going to feel this in the IT band and other places. Repeat for around. Circle around. Good. And to the back. Two more sets. Pushing through. Keeping those knees nice and bent. Around. Opening up a little bit more each time. And front. Circle around. Good. And we're going to go back to the front and go to the other side. Front. First time, be gentle. Oh yeah, I can really feel that. And front, circling around, trying to hit that whole semicircle area, the edge of the semicircle, and around. Good, excellent. And let's repeat that. Front, circle around, all the way. Good. And come to neutral and stand up. We're going to repeat the whole thing. Front with the chest and back. Now this time it might feel like you have more range of motion. And back. Good. Two more. Front and back. And front and back. Now come back to neutral and we're going to do the semicircle in the opposite direction. So we're going back, around to the right, to the front. And then we're going to go through back and around. And you'll find that going in this opposite direction, you'll have some ability to stretch in some places maybe you didn't when you're going, starting from the front, all the way through. Good. And around to the front. Good. Now let's go back and we're going to go to the opposite direction, around to the left, feeling into that whole semicircle, particularly as you go back in that back diagonal around to the side area. And breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Back and push around. Good. And last one. Let's go through back and circling around. All the way and come to a neutral position. Bend the knees. Let's repeat this to the hips. So we're going to swing forward and back. And this time again, you might feel like you have a little more range of motion going in this nice forward and back swing. Forward and back. And forward and back. Come to the neutral position. We're going to push to the back, going around to the right. Good. And semicircle back, around, push, opening up more. Two more. Back and around. Good. Excellent. Once more. Back and around. Nice. Let's go right away to the other side. Back and around. Pushing through. We all have our individual places that are a little bit tighter. So whatever you find for yourself, spend some time really trying to push out through that area. Good. And we have one more. Back and around and front. Good. Let's come back upright and let's go into that roll down. Hands can drop. We're going to roll through that spine again. See if there's a difference this time. Second time through doing this. Going into a bent knee position, heads are down. Shaking the heads up. Shaking the shoulders out. Shaking the hips out. Now we're going to go back into straightening the legs. So we're breathing in as we bend the knees a little bit more and straighten the legs. So we're getting a little bit more hamstring work here. Good. And then bend, inhale. Elbows are loose. Exhale. Push those hips up as the heads go down. Maybe a little weight goes into the hands there. And two more. Bend. Inhale. Exhale. Push up and stretch. Heads are down. Last time. Bend. Inhale. Exhale. And stretch up. Good. From here, let's increase the hamstring stretch by walking our hands over to the right. And you'll find that your left lower back is getting on the side, getting a stretch there. Heads are down. Take a couple deep breaths. Inhale. And then exhale and allow the body to drape down more. We are trying to maintain our hips facing forward. There may have been a little bit of a shift, but that's the idea, is keeping the hips nice and forward. Deep breath in. Exhale. Let's take two more. Inhale. Exhale and breathe. Let the shoulders and elbows be loose. Head is loose. Last time. Deep breath in. And exhale. Letting the body drape. Good. Slowly walking the hands over to the other side, and immediately you'll notice a difference between your final position to the other side and this first position here. Hips stay front. Feeling that stretch on the opposite lower back side area. Here we go. Deep breath in. Exhale.
Three more. Breathe in. And exhale, allowing the body to sink and drop. Try to make sure your shoulders and your elbows are nice and loose. Two more. Deep breath in. Exhale. And last time, deep breath in. And exhale, allowing the body to drape down. Good. Let's come back to the center. You'll find that it's a little bit easier to get your hands farther down. You may have your knees bent, you may have your hands on your legs, but whatever position you're in, you're folding more from the crease in the hip there. And let's bend and we'll roll up through the spine again to allow that whole back to open up once more.
Okay, just to take a break for a moment, let's work with our head and our necks. So we're going to drop our heads down, and heads come up, and heads go down, and heads come up. Good. Down, and up, and down, and up. Come to a neutral position. We're going to take that semicircle again. So we're going to drop the heads down. Now we're going to circle our heads over to the right, keeping our shoulders still and looking up. Again, drop down, circle over to your right, opening up the side of the left shoulder, neck area. Two more. Drop it down, circling over, around, lift and up. And once more, drop it down, circling over. Really opening up there. Breathe side of the shoulder and neck. Breathe down, circling around. Breathe it up. And two more sets. Drop it down, circling around. Good. Lift it up. All the way. Chin goes straight up. And last time, drop it down, circling over, around, and come up. And we're going to repeat the roll all the way down. Now, as you drop the head, maybe it feels like you get a little more stretch rolling through the mid part of your back, through the lower back. Bend the knees, and let's just hang once again. Really feeling like you're folding from the hips there. From here, we're going to take our left hand and put it right in the center of us, and then we're going to roll our right arm up with a twist. And from here, we're going to drop the head down this time as we breathe in, and then exhale, we're going to try and straighten the legs as we take that twist, which adds a little bit more action through a lot of different places. Let's take that once more. Come down. This time, we're going to stay in the bending position and roll and lift all the way up. Good. And come down, let the head drop. Breathe in. As you exhale, you straighten the legs, pushing through the hand towards the floor, and the other arm is coming up with a nice twist. Good. Come back down. Let's bend both legs and shake that head out. And we're going to reverse that. So we're going to put our right hand on the floor, and we're going to roll up the left hand, keeping the knees bent this first time. And notice where you feel the stretch in your back. Good. Drop the hand down. Head drops. Inhale. We're going to straighten the legs as we push with the hand on the floor and twist and reach. Trying to keep the fold in front of our hips. So we're really getting a stretch in the hamstring there. Good. And come down. Bend the knees. This time we're rolling up with the knees bent. Really feeling the crease in the hip. And twist. Good. Last time. Drop down. Inhale. Straighten the legs. Reach. Twist. And lift the arm up. Good. Coming back down. Bend the knees. Let's roll up through the spine. Really articulating each vertebra each individual time. Coming up right. And let's take that circle with the head in the opposite direction. So this time, we're going to lift our head up, shoulders are down. We're going over to the right, semicircle. Drop the chin down towards the shoulder and down to the chest. Lift up, twist around, feeling the stretch in the back of the neck. Drop down, two more. Breathing up, coming over, twist, all the way down. Good. And last time, lift it up and then circle, coming around. Drop it down. We're going to immediately go to the other side, so we're lifting up. We're going to the other side. Opening up through the back of the neck there. Good. And center. Lift it up. Circle around. Breathing all the way down towards that shoulder and then to the chest. 2 more. Lift up. Circle it around. Breathe all the way down, chin to the chest. Last time, lift, circling around, drop it, good, chest, and come up, right. Let's take 1 more roll down to the floor. So from here, we're gonna roll down, really articulating. Take a little extra time here so you can feel how much more stretched out that spine is at this point. When you need to, you're gonna come to a bending position and feel the crease in the hip and drop the head down. Now this time, we're going to straighten one leg and leave the other leg bent. So we'll start with straightening the right leg first. So both knees are bent, head is loose, breathing in. As we exhale, we straighten that right leg. We get a little bit of a twist over towards that right with our torso and maybe our head, but we feel an increased stretch on that right leg. Then the knees, inhale, shake that head out, make sure it's nice and loose. Exhale and straighten the left. And again, the reverse happens for you so that you feel like you get more of a stretch on that left hamstring and your torso is more over to the left with maybe your head tilting towards the left there. Let's keep doing this. Breathing in, both knees are bending, and exhale, straighten the right leg. Maybe you get a little bit farther over this time, feeling the length in the spine. Bend both knees, inhale. Exhale, straighten up on the left leg. Feeling a little twist there. Good. And 2 more sets. Bend, inhale. Exhale, straighten the right leg, hands down. Dropping over as far as you can. Shoulders are still loose, elbows are bent. Bend, inhale. To the left, push out. Really stretch. Lengthening through that leg, feeling the side body stretch there. And then last time, bend, inhale. Exhale, push and stretch right. It's a good long stretch. Bend, inhale to the left. And press out. Lengthening. Long, long line. Elbows are bent, head is loose. Bend knees, rolling up through the spine. Really engaging the abdominals to roll up through the spine, head is down. And here we go to that great position. Okay, we're going to shift the focus a little bit and go into some spots. So come to the end of your mat. And I just want to say, if you're hearing other noises, it's because I have the windows open and you might be hearing some trucks, birds, things like that. Here we go. Our weight is right over our feet, arms up, and we're going to squat, sticking our butts out. So we have 1 flat back, and 2, and lift, and 3, and up, and out. Keep going, and push it out, and lift, and out, and up, and out, and lift, and out. Come back up once more, going down and stay. We're going to pulse with the arms going up. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Make fist. Repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And come up right. Good. Let's shake that out a little bit. And we're going to rotate the legs so that the feet are coming off the mat. Heels are in, toes are out. And repeat. And 1, sticking out. Up. And 2. And up, holding on to the abs. 3, and lift, and 4. More, here we go. Out, and up, breathing. Out, lift, and out, and up, and out. Let's come back down once more. Here we go. And this time we're going to pulse and let our heels come up. So we have 1, and down. Lift, and down. Up, and down, and up. Keep going, and up, and down, and lift, and down, and up, back to our parallel position here. Let's move a little bit closer to the middle of the mat there. And our feet are still parallel right underneath our hips. And put your hands on your hips. We're going to work through the feet a little bit. So we're going to press the heel up and down. And again, up and down. Breathe up, down, up. Shift to the other side. And heel up. Stretching through the instep. Lift, down, lift it up, down, and lift. First foot, we're going to go through ball of the foot and point. Ball of the foot and down. Lift, push, down. Lift it up, point, push, and down. Lift it up, push, other side. Ball of foot, push, ball, and down. Push it up, push, and down. Two more. Push and down. Roll. Push and legs higher. So we're going to go lift up and down. Lift up and down. Lift it up and down. Lift. Change legs. Push through the foot and down. Push up and down. Push it up and down. Push it up. Repeat once more this last part. And down, so we're really activating the legs and the feet. Lift up and down. Lift, last set. Up and down. And lift and down. Lift it up and down. And lift and down. Good. Rotating out. We haven't done much rotation other than the rotated squats. Legs are out and feet are reflecting the turn out in the hip. And let's just push through the hip. So we feel a little stretch in the inside thigh here. And come up and over to the other side. Lift, push over. And up. And push over. Good. Two more. Up. Feeling the upper body counterbalance. So you can get a little farther out to the side through that hip. Up. And over, and maybe get a little bit more stretch in the inside thigh. Coming up, once more. Over, reach out through that hip. Up, and push it out. Good. Coming up right. Let's inch those toes out a little bit more. Bend the knees and repeat this. So we're pushing out, and you're going to notice with bent legs that there's a little specific area that gets stretched to the top of the inside thigh there. And push and shift. Keep going, out, and stretch. Let the upper body tilt and a little bit more over to counterbalance as you push that out to the side a little bit more. Two more sets. Push and out. Good. And push. And way out there. Last set. And push and stretch. Good. And push. And stretch, come to a neutral position, straighten up. Let's bring our heels and toes in. I'm going to turn to the diagonal. We're going to focus on that lower back. So bend the knees, stick the butt out. This is reminiscent of our squats. And our back's straight, our abdominals are nice and tight. Hands are against the knee there. And we're going to press the lower back up into our cow. So really pushing that lower back up. The rest of your spine will follow, but the focus is and the motivation is the lower back working here. Push through and going into your cow. Shoulders are down. Don't lift those shoulders up to the ears. And then roll, push, cat, and push through. And cow. Let's take two more of those. And cat. Rolling up through that lower back. Good. And cow. And cat, rolling up, and cow. Good. Just come to a neutral position, and then just come straight up from there. We're going to go into practicing a little bit of a foot motion, and we're going to combine everything. So our hands are out. We're going to bend the knees, and then we're going to take the left leg and bring it to the right, and go to the side, parallel position, and open. Let's take it to the other side. Parallel. And open. Repeat. Parallel and open. And parallel and open. Let's repeat. Make those feet do a little work as they lift off the floor. And parallel and open. open, good. Last time, parallel, and open, and parallel, and open. From here, we're going to include the back. We're going to go into that nice cat or contracted position with the arms coming forward. So as this leg comes forward, we're going to contract through that lower back. Let's bring our arms up as we open and go to the other side. Lower back, contract, push, and open. Letting the arms work with you. Push, and open. Excellent. Push. We have 2 more sets. And push, and open. And lower back, push. It comes to neutral. And lower back, push. And open. And push. And open. Good. Straighten up. We're going to repeat that whole series, but I'm going to turn to this direction here. First, going into our flat back, make sure you're folding right at the crease and your abdominals are engaged. Lower back, curving up into that cat position. Push through and arch. Use your breath here. And pushing out through the lower back. And arch. Shoulders are down. 2 more. Rolling up. And arch. Good work on this lower spine. And curve up. And arch. Come to the neutral position, and then come straight up. And we'll repeat starting to the opposite side. So here we are in our wide position. We're going to go to the left, curve that lower back, and open. And contract through that spine. Spine goes neutral. And contract. Breathe. And open. And lower back, contract, and open. We're going to take 2 more sets. Push through, lower back, and open. And push lower back, and open. Let's repeat that. Don't forget those feet. Push, use those feet, and push, and open. Good. Coming up right. Let's inch those legs out a little bit. Oh, my neck has shifted. So you might have to do a little adjustments to get yourself back into the right place. We're going to take a very, very wide position here. And now bend all the way down, so we're really opening the inside thigh. Good. And straight. Let's add an arm. Arms come up. Pressing through. And arms come down as you come up. So bend, reach, and come up, right. And bend, and reach. And come upright. Let's do 1 more. And bend, reach, and come upright. Let's go back down. Let's slide our hands from our hips up into that looking position. Backs are straight. And we're going to push our hips forward as our knees are doing isometric exercise against our hands. Deep breath in. Hips come forward as you press the knees back with the hands a little bit more. Good. And release. And breathe and press. It's a deep inside thigh stretch. And release. And bend and press. Really opening up. Good. And release. And bend and press. Excellent. And release. Let's drop our hands down and straighten our legs up. So we're in a rotated position. We're folding over from our hips. Hands are down. And let's take a nice dead knee. Knees bend. Now push the hips up as the heads go down. Repeat. Bend. Inhale. Exhale and stretch. 2 more. Bend. Inhale. Hips go way down. Push and up. And remember the knees go out over the toes as you bend. Inhale. And straighten up. Now staying right here with that nice fold in the front of the crease of the hip, we're going to lift our right foot up into a flex and make our hips go out to the opposite side. So there's a little cock of the hip going to the side, just to get a little more inside thigh stretch there. Maybe you'll feel this in your lower back as well. Drop down and shift to the other side. So it's a real shift through the hips. Legs stay rotated out and release. Repeat. Flex over to the right, lifting the hips over to the opposite side. Drop, heads are loose.
Shift to the other side, left foot comes up. And foot goes down, and shift it. We're gonna have 2 more sets, so really enjoy this way of stretching. And down, and lift, and shift. You might find one side feels a little different than the other side. That's normal. Shoulders are relaxed, elbows are bent. Down, last time. Push and shift. Good. And release, and push, and shift. Excellent. Come down. Let's going to rotate over towards the right. We're going to bend the front leg, slide the left leg, or the other leg, the back leg farther out so you feel a stretch in that hip, in the front. Good. And then let's release the knee down and toe release. And we'll take that a couple of times here. So toe under, press, and stretch. Trying to feel the hip in the back, really getting a nice forward stretch. Knee down, toe and release. Toe, stretch, press. And knee down, toe and release. Toe, press, stretch. Nice long stretch there, good. Now toe, release. From here, we're going to take our bodies and push them up, keeping the hip going forward. Hands go against the upper, above the knee there into the thigh. And we're going to push back to increase that stretch in that back hip. Trying to get a little bit of an arch, and it might be a bit of a balance issue there for you too. I know I'm rocking around a little bit here. Pressing forward, feeling that stretch in that hip. Good. Ease off. Come back into your full lunge. And then from here, hop that back leg up, drop the head down, and let's focus on the hamstring of the front leg. So heads are loose, shake them out, elbows are bent. And again, let's flex that front foot up to increase the stretch on the hamstring there, pressing it out. So the hip is going up towards the ceiling, heel is going down towards the floor, so you're getting an opposite pull there to lengthen through the hamstring. Release the foot down and drape the body. Deep breath in, exhale, press, push through the back of that hamstring so you get a long line. And release the foot down and drape. Inhale. Exhale, press, push. Feel that hip, I can't even talk. Lifting to the sky and the heel dropping to the floor. And drop and release. Last time, deep breath in. Exhale, press up. Good. And come down. Good. Let's bend that front leg, bend the back leg, bring the back leg towards the front foot, drop over, and take a deep breath in. Straighten the legs, drop, keeping the head dropping over more. Let's add a little bit of arm work here to open up the shoulders. Hands come up, clasp the hands together, breathing and reaching those arms out and back. Nice big stretch for the shoulders and for the arms. Excellent. Drop the hands down, bend the knees in. Let's roll up. Good. Let's come back into the center position here. And let's go over in a flat back a couple of times from here. So we can have our hands on our hips. We've got a rotated position. And we're going to go over into a flat back. And you're going to find that you really have stretched out those hamstrings quite a bit. And here we go. Flat over, holding onto the abdominals, flat, and come upright. Let's take that again, 2 more times. Flat over. Good. And lift. And last time. And flat over. And come upright. We're going to go flat over and come all the way down from here. So we have a flat back. Continue as far as you can go, and then drop the hands down and let the heads rest. And let's rotate into the lunge to the other side. So your front leg is bent, the back leg is going out. You might have to hop it out. And you're feeling a nice stretch on from the hip and really pressing out through the heel. So you're aiming the hip down towards the floor. And then release the knee and toe, pressing that hip forward. Really lengthening out through the front of the hip there. Toe comes under and press back into your lunge. Repeat, knee down, toe release, press the hip forward. Toe under, press, and flex out through that back foot so the hip can go down. Drop down, toe, and press. Excellent. And release, press, and lunge. Once more, drop it down, toe, and press. Toe, flex, and lengthen. Now we're going to go back down to that bent knee position with the toe release. We're going to take our hands and put them just above the knee there. Remember, this is a little bit of a balance problem. Bring the body upright, and you're pressing against the leg in front to arc back a little bit and feel that stretch that increases in the hip flexor area there. And yes, there may be some wobbling that happens. Just keep pressing forward with the hip and forward with the hands so you can arc back a little bit. Good. And come down, release it, bring the toe under. We're going to hop up and come into that tight fourth parallel position. Heads are down. And we're going to work with the front foot to increase the stretch on the hamstring and the flat leg. From here, inhale, exhale, press out through the heel. Drop the foot down and drape the body over. Remember that the shoulders are loose, the elbows are bent, head is nice and loose. Inhale. Exhale, press out. Good work. And come down and release. Breath in. Exhale and press. Heel goes away towards the floor, hip goes up towards the ceiling, and toes come towards you. Relax and let the head and body release over. Drape over that leg. Last time. Inhale. Exhale. Press and flex out. Good. Foot comes down. Drape and let everything go. Bend both legs. Pick up that leg. Bring it towards the front leg. And let's drop over into a forward fold. Shake that head out. Shake the shoulders out. Shake the hips out a little bit. And then let's once again bring the hands behind us, clasp them, and reach them behind us. So we're stretching out that shoulder area. It may feel a lot easier this time because of the work that we did on the other side when we were facing the other direction. Really breathing and letting that head go. Good. Release the hands and come down. Now, let's bend the knees and sit down as gracefully as you can. Let's take a little bit of abdominal work. And we're going to start with a nice straight back. Our knees are bent, shoulders are down. Let's curve through the lower back, engaging the abdominals. Curve. And then push through and come back up to an upright position. So we're not going into an arch, we're just going into that curved position, engaging the abdominals. And then come upright. Breathe. 2 more, just like that, to warm up. Push back. And come upright. And last time. And push back. And come upright. Now let's go back into that curved position. And we're going to reach our arms out. Once we've gotten to our curved position, our abdominals are fully engaged, arms out. And we're going to lift one arm up as the other goes down. And switch. Keeping that curve, that nice C curve in the backs. Lift. We're breathing. Up. And switch. And up. And switch. Let's add a fist here. So we have up and switch. Still keeping the abs nice and engaged. Lift and up. 2 more. Lift and switch. And lift and switch. Good. Come to your neutral position. Grab and pull yourself up. Good. Let's shoot the legs out in front of us. Divine flesh is out from underneath us. Toes are pointed, arms up. Lift and let's go over the legs to stretch out that back. Heads are down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Try to lengthen the spine along the legs and allow the body to drape over. Increasing the stretch. Deep breath in. Exhale. Maybe your hands go to the floor and reach out and help to pull you along the legs there. Again, deep breath in. Exhale, reach the fingers out if you can, pulling the body flatter against those legs to increase the stretch in the spine as well as the hamstrings. Reach the arms out
and come upright. We're going to go back into that bent knee position. So set yourself up again. Make sure the divine flesh is out and spines are lifted. Now we're going to go back into that C curve and we're going to start to engage the abdominals, the obliques a bit. So with hands come out, make a fist, make the hands come together, elbows are out and your fists are touching, keeping that curve in your spine. And we're going to twist to the front and center. To the back, twist and center. Keep going. Twist to the front and center. And to the back and center. 2 more sets. Front and center. And back and center. Once more. Twist and center. And out. And center. Hands come back up to an upright position. Take a deep breath. And we're going to go back out into that. So we're curving, engaging abdominals, going back into that fisted position. And we're going to take a little faster. Now your knees are not knocking together. They're staying straight up to the ceiling. So we have twist and twist and twist. Keep going. Breathe. Front and back and front. Let's keep going if you can. And front and back and front. We have 4 more. And front and back and front and back. Come to the center. Hands. Pull yourself upright. Shoot the legs out. And we're going to take the divine flesh out from underneath. Flex the heels out this time. Arms up. Keep a long line as you lift up through the spine. And then folding over. And then allow the body to fold at the hip flexor there. With our feet flexed, we're going to really feel a little bit more of the stretch in the upper hamstring. Heads are down. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale and drape the body over and maybe your fingers inch forward a little bit more. Breath in. And exhale. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale, inching the hands out. And last time, deep breath in. And exhale, reaching out with those hands. Hands are down, elbows are loose. Heads are loose, shoulders are loose. Wiggle the hips too. Just to allow a little more ease to let the body drop over. Reach the arms out. And come upright. Good. Shake the legs out. Let's come to the front, facing front here. We're going to open up the legs. So hopefully you feel like you got enough of an inside thigh stretch so that you can really go to your widest position. Your backs are nice and tall, and we've got the divine flesh out from underneath. Let's just take some work with the feet. Flex, push through the balls of the feet and point. Make the toes come up and flex and push and point. And toes, and flex, and push, and point, and toes, and flex. Last one. Push through, and point, and toes, and flex. Now we're going to maintain this rotated position with the feet in a flex position. And we're going to drop over towards your right. Hand goes out. We're going to reach the left arm up and over. Opposite hip stays on the floor. We're going to take a little chest opener, but it will also work on the inside thighs. So from here, the arm comes way straight up to the ceiling, making sure the opposite hip's on the floor. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, open the arm out and twist to the back. You get an opening in the chest, maybe in the left armpit area, inside of that left arm, keeping both hips on the floor, and then lift up, inhale. As we exhale, we're going to slide the hand through the space that's made between the armpit and the thigh and twist in the opposite direction. Breathing. And then coming back up. Lift the arm up, inhale. Exhale, opening out. Try to see if you can open the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together a little bit more as the arm goes back. And then come back upright, inhale. Exhale, slide the hand through. Feel the opposite action happen in your upper chest so that now the shoulder blades are opening and the front of the chest is becoming more concave. You might feel a stretch in the back of the left arm there too, going out towards the shoulder. And then let's take 2 more sets. Unfolding, hand, breathe in. Exhale, reaching and opening. Really trying to make a big breath happen here for you. So you really open the chest, come up to your neutral position. Inhale, exhale, slide and compress. Good. Twisting around. You may find this happening or feeling more in your lower back too as you increase the range of motion. Let's take it one more time. Arm comes up. Inhale, exhale, and open. Wide position, wide position. Good. Come back up to a neutral position. Inhale, exhale, slide and twist. Good. Come back to your neutral position. Put your hand on the floor and help yourself to roll up on that side position because you'll find that even when you come to an upright position, it almost feels like you're tilted over to the side. Let's relax the feet. And we're going to relax them and let them shake out a little bit. Let's take some circles here before we go to the other side. Circling around. And circling around. Good. Circle around. And circle. Keep going. Circling to the front and around. Keeping the back straight. Circling. You might find that you get a little additional stretch in the inside thigh as you circle to the back. Around. And circle. And around. Good. Let's come back into your flex position. Let's go to the other side. So we're sliding down and over. And we have opposite arm coming up. And you're feeling that stretch. We're going to a full stretch first of all. Feel both hips on the floor. Feel the openness that's happening there. Good. From here, arm comes straight up. Deep breath in. And now we're pushing the chest forward as we reach that hand back. And it may feel very, very tight compared to the last set on the other side. And keep the shoulder blades working together, opening up through the armpit there. Bring the arm up, inhale. Exhale, slide the hand through and make the shoulder blades open away from each other and the chest contracts. Feeling that nice twist that's happening in the spine there. Good. Bring the hands up, breathing in. Exhale, pushing the chest forward, shoulder blades squeeze. This time you might feel like you get a little farther range of motion. Good. And then come up, right, inhale. Exhale, slide the hand through. Maybe you can get a little farther over. Both hips are still on the floor. Feel the opening between the shoulder blades and the contraction in the front part of the chest there. As you reach that arm out to the back. And then come back to your neutral position. Inhale. Exhale, then open. Really opening up as best you can. Really feel the torso, the front of the torso getting a big stretch there. Good. Coming upright. Inhale. Exhale as you slide and drive that hand through. Now again, you might find that you get a stretch in the back of the arm there, going up into the shoulder as your range of motion increases. And let's do this one more time. Arm comes up, inhale. Exhale, opening out. You might brace your hand against there to help you get a little bit more opening up in that chest. And then come back up to your upright position. Inhale, exhale, and slide and come through. Really indulging in the stretch here. Come back to neutral position, hand comes down, and roll yourself up. And you should feel this time that you've got more of an equal length through each side of the torso. Okay, let's point the feet, and we're going to roll forward to take a forward fold, and head drops down, rolling through. Watching the hands walk out as far as it feels comfortable for you, and then going all the way down, feet are pointed. Just letting your body
ease into this stretch. Let's take some breaths. So we have deep breath in. As we exhale, maybe inch the fingers out a little bit more. Head is loose. Again, breath in. Exhale, inch those fingers out. 2 more. Deep breath in. Exhale, inching out. Head should be all the way dropped. My head's lifted a little bit so that I can speak. And deep breath in. And exhale and reach out. Nice long stretch there. And when you're ready, let the hands walk you up and roll you up through the spine there. Excellent. Come to an upright position. Let's ease the legs together and beat the thighs out a little bit. And from here, keeping the backs nice and long, let's reach the arms out, breathe in, clasp the hands together, bring them to your heart chakra, and bring some gratitude into your body, saying thank you for making it through this class. All right, take care.